Okay, we're gonna keep the story going, but we're still in the forest. The fox started talking like, "Goddamn, this girl fast. Who is that?" The hound said, "That's my best friend. We call her Bloody Mary. She just returned to the forest." The fox was like, "Oh hell no, we gotta catch her and take her to the master." The hound said, "We gotta wait on her next move." The master said, "Now if I take her down first." Then Mary started talking like, "You got me fucked up. You gotta catch me. I'll see your happy ass before you see me." She even called him master. She even called him master. Like the fuck? He said, "I'm not your master." The hell? He took his pistol and started shooting at her, but he ain't fast enough. And then she pulled up and stabbed Master in the chest and looked at him in the face. The fox looked at the dude and shot at him, and now the master dead. Then Cat started, yeah, bleeding now. She down there passing out in front of Billy. They hit her earlier. Then she started talking like she see the light. Her son pulled up. His name Mowgli. He walked up. He got shot up. And now he passing out. Then Mary pulled up. She used her veins. And bit Mowgli on the neck and brought him back to life. Then she bit Yakali on the neck and brought her back to life. Yakali woke up like, oh shit, if she can breathe. She can't believe. Mowgli looking at her like, oh damn, I'm alive again. Mary said, no thank you. This is what I do. You part of the crew. I just saved you. While she saying this, the master pulled up. Mary looked back and took out a pistol and shot the master in the face, and he died. Damn. And if I go, when you in the forest with Mary, gonna let the beat play out for a bit. Alright, man, we still in the forest with Mary, and this time we're going in the nightmare mode with it. We're gonna get straight into it. There was a girl named Mary from a planet called Zodiac. She lived on Zodiac from the time she was born until she got older and made her own legend back on her own planet. When she was born, she grew up as a young vampire known as Mary, but she didn't know she made a name for herself during the day. She was a hyper girl, you eat sweet and get yeah hyper as she could be. No one really knew she was a vampire because But most of the time, she was not just a cat. She was a bad cat. If she ever smelled blood, she find it on the planet. Here is how the legend of Mary started. On a cold winter night, Mary was in the woods in her tree, in her tree house, in her tree house, eating sweets, and all of a sudden she smelled blood that made her hungry as hell. She shifted into her cat and sniffed out the blood. Then she used her vampire speed and was hunting down the smell of blood when she got the first victim. It was her prey. She watched the guy walk down the dark alley alone. He walked it down the dark alley alone around 11:31 on a Tuesday night. He was a newborn vampire in the woods, not sure where he was. He thought he was safe and then could catch him. So he was running up and down the alley and checking out the new speed of being a newborn. He was jumping on the wall of the dark alley. He tried to act like he was killing a human and attacking them on the ground. Mary watching him for about 20 minutes. When he stopped to catch his breath, she took her chance. Mary was sitting on the tree branch and was stalking her prey. When he stopped to catch her breath, she jumped off the branch so fast she slid her veins out. Then her claws came out. She landed right on his back and bit the left side of his neck hard as she could and sucked the blood until there was no more blood in his body. Then she ripped his body apart and eat his arms and legs and his heart out of his chest. All that was left of him was the skin of his back and his bone. She then set the rest of his body on fire and went on to her next victim. Damn. So we're gonna find out what happened next. Okay, we on part 2. Gonna get straight into it. After Mary had her dinner that night, she went back up to the tree she was hunting from. She climbed into the tree and went far into the tree as she can and found a log for her to sleep on for the night. That night, Mary had a nightmare of her killing her next victim. She woke up in the forest and it was covered in fog and all over. And only she could see in the forest. Her skin was pale and white and had on a red and white dress and a white robe with the white hood on. It was made like a cloak. Her eyes was red as they can be, but was creepy to look into. Her hair was bright red and long. It stopped at her back. She had on black gloves along with her black boots and also had a cross necklace with her face on it. She had another necklace that was all blue, yellow, and pink with a pony on it. Both of these necklaces was her good luck necklace. She always had them no matter what she was doing. She looked around the forest and started running around, going 60 miles per hour, until she came across her next victim. That was 4 male lions who had no idea where they was in the land of Bloody Mary. These 4 lions see Mary running and they stopped her by surrounding her. It was 4-on-1, but they didn't know what kind of girl she was. This was the kind of girl that was sweet and nice and fun to be around during the day, but in the nighttime, she became your worst nightmare. So the first lion was looking at Mary and started charging her and grabbed. He was 6 feet yards away from her. He started running towards her. As he running, her aura rised over her body that was light purple with flames and light gray smoke. She stares at the lion and it runs to her ground and jumping 10 feet in the air. She jumps with the lion and reaches up to grab his head, and she cut his sides with both of her claws. Then she slides her veins out and bites down on the left side of his neck hard as she could, getting a good grip on it, dragging him to the ground. As she bit him and took his blood away from his body. After she took his blood, she dragged him 10 yards back to the tree. She woke up in. She ripped his heart out and ate it, and his arms and legs and his bones were set on fire. As she burned his body, she wasn't aware that the other 3 lions was running up to her about 5 yards away, where she was. So she then looked back and saw them coming for her. She started running up her tree and found a branch not too far from the ground. They could not see her. The lions stopped running when they got to the tree and looked around, but she was nowhere in sight. But one lion sniffed the tree and caught her scent, then tried to climb the tree. But Mary was too smart for them, and she watched them climb the tree. Halfway to where she was, she turned into a dark shadow and hopped off the branch and she was sitting on, and used her dark demonic speed to attack the lion fast as she could. Bit down on his neck. As she was biting him, she twisted his head around and broke it, then slammed it to the ground. The lion head was now in her hand, and his body fell to the ground, and she burned the head and went to another branch, waiting on the next one to attack and charge. The 2 lions that was on the ground watched the battle come to an end. It was now their turn to try and attack Mary. They still didn't know what to expect from her. So the next lion tried to be smart and jumped 10 feet in the air and ran up to a tree branch, trying to sneak up on her, but she was quick to attack as well. The lion was almost to her, and he was trying to sneak attack her. Mary jumped to another branch, and soon as he came down behind her, as she went to the next branch, she did a backhand spin backflip and landed right on the lion's back. She lands on his back and rams her claw straight in the middle of his back, grabbing his heart, pulling it out, and eats it. After she eats his heart, she burned the rest of his body, but she didn't stop there. She knew the last lion was getting ready to attack, so she set a branch on fire and throws the burning body and the branch right down on the other lion. As he was being burnt, she jumped down to the ground and reached in the fire, pulling out a roasted heart and eats it, walking out the fire. The fire didn't mess with her body because she controls the fire, and it was one of her powers. These was the 4 victims of Mary in the land of Bloody Mary, and is known as Bloody Mary. And she killed her first victim before she went to sleep. By the time she woke up, 2 days had gone by, and she was in her vampire form. In the real world, this is the story of the legend of Mary Phil Ray. Damn, everybody got fucked up. And this how it go. When you in the forest and Mary pull up, I'm gonna let the beat play out for a minute. Now that's how you do a battle. And she won all 4 battles by herself.